going on, boys? It's Snoop MMA back here, another video. I'm just gonna be recapping all the fights on UFC 321, and just pretty much go over the card. It was a pretty good card, honestly, and very anticlimactic. That ruined that fucking that low-key ruined my day yesterday. The outcome of the main event, but I made a video talking about that and everything surrounding that situation. So if you want to go check that out, you can. But yeah, the first fight on the card was Jacqueline Umar versus Mizuki. Mizuki ended up winning. I had Umar winning by I think I had it by decision, and she got schooled. I didn't expect this at all. Jacqueline Umar was a good prospect in women's MMA, but she looked like fucking shit, honestly. Like, she looked really bad. Mizuki was just getting her on the feet and even getting her in the wrestling in some moments. Jacqueline Umar kept trying to put herself to the ground. She was pulling guard and shit, put herself to the ground to get some sort of submission, Hail Mary. But now she lost, I had it 30-27. I don't think Umar won a single round, honestly. One of the judges had it 29-28. I don't know how, but yeah, Moram just has nothing on the feet. She didn't look good on the feet at all, but Mizuki looked improved, honestly. I think she trains with Ray Longo in I think it's New York. And I think they really shaped it up, but I don't know. I don't know if Mizuki's gonna do much, but she looked really good. Anyway. Yeah, next fight on the card was Azamat Maxim versus Mitroposo. I had Azamat Maxim. Mitroposo, Massachusetts legend. We fuck with him for Fall River, but he looked really fucking good in this fight. I forgot how I scored this exactly. I'll go check right now, but I did pick Azamat Maxim by submission in the second, and I scored it 29-27 because there was a point taken away because of a blatant fence grab. Finally, they're actually enforcing that, because usually they just, I'll give you a warning, Mark Goddard, but Mitroposo looked really fucking good in this fight. I thought he lost the first round. He was getting out grappled, but he went back to win the next two. He was really touching Azamat Maxim up on the feet. And if I'm pretty sure, Azamat Maxim just gave Tigiro Limbekov a really, really good fight. So this is a really good look for Mitroposo getting a dominant win over him. Because some judges, a judge had this 30-26. So it was that, But yeah, Mitroposo looked really good. He could, honestly, with his striking, I wish it wasn't like bah, 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 and then he's out, and then resets. I wish he added more onto it. Finishing off his combos with more shit, instead of just going back and resetting. But, yeah, it's honestly really impressive. I was never really too high on Mitroposo, but this was a really good look, honestly, because Azamat Maxim, he has wins over, he lost to Charles Johnson, but he's looked really good. He gave Tigiro Limbekov one of his toughest fights in June. But yeah, really good win by Mitroposo. I don't know what's next for him, but it's really good that he got a win, because if he lost it, he probably would have got cut, if I'm being honest. But really good stuff from Mitroposo. Yeah, pretty much. Next one. Next fight on the card was, Hamdi Abdelwahab versus Chris Barnett, the GOAT. This was something, It's insane that this is a part of a sport with athletes in it. But yeah, no, this is one of the worst fights I've ever seen in my life, dude. These guys both fucking suck. I love Chris Barnett, but this was fucking, I don't even know what he was doing. ass was literally out half the fight. Tits were jiggling. He made Hamdi Abdel Wahab look like a fucking marauder on the ground, but he's still shit for not being able to finish him. Hamdi got called out by Valter Walker. We'll talk about that later, but that should not happen. Valter Walker needs like a actual ranked guy now, not fucking unranked jobbers he can just heel hook. But anyway, yeah, Hamdi won this really convincingly. My scorecard on this was fucking wonked because I had a few 10-8s because Chris Barnett was just getting fucking ground and pounded for most of the fight. He wasn't doing anything. I actually, and up to this fucking fight, I'm 0-3 on picks because I don't think Hamdi's that good at all, and I thought Chris Barnett would pull it out of the fucking fight or pull it out of his fucking ass, which it looked like he was trying to do in that fight, but yeah, my scorecard was 29-25 because Hamdi had a point taken in the first round for back of the head elbows, and I still think he got 10-8 in that round. So I had the first round 9-8, and then the second round 10-8, and third round 10-9. So yeah, that's a wonky scorecard for that, but yeah, this was honestly a fucking disgrace of a fight. It just goes to show how shit the heavyweight division really is, and the lower half of it. But yeah, this was bad, honestly. Yeah, I don't really even know what to fucking say about this fight. Chris Barnett he didn't do anything. There's not much I can really say else about this fight, but yeah, I definitely think Hamdi should have finished him at some point. He was just, I don't know if he has, I don't know. When you lose to Muhammad Usman, you're not going to be that impressive, if I'm just going to be honest. But anyway, next fight. Next fight on the card was Nathaniel Wood versus Jose Miguel Delgado. This was a fucking robbery. I don't give a fuck. What did I have? I think I had Delgado. Yeah, he won. I had him winning the first 2 rounds. And I said he lost the last round. But yeah, I can't see Nathaniel Wood winning this at all. So that made me 0-4 on picks. But let's get into it. Yeah, in the first round, Jose Delgado looked fucking amazing. He looked fucking turned on. Fucking so slick. He was schooling Nathaniel Wood on the feet. He threw up a kick and Nathaniel Wood fucking ducked under it. Then fucking Jose Delgado fucking spins around with a spinning elbow or back fist. I can't remember which one it was, and it just drops him. I thought he was going to finish him there. He probably should have finished him there. Probably would have been better. But no, he survived. He does a good job surviving that. And honestly, Jose Delgado did kind of slow down over time, but he still definitely won this fight. Definitely won this fight, in my opinion. I just don't think there's it's not like it's definitely a fucking bad robbery, but not as bad as some robberies, you know what I'm saying? I can't even really see him winning this fight, Nathaniel Wood. But I don't know, Jose Delgado probably should have done more. Because he had this fight in the bag. After the first round, I was so fucking this dude looked like a fucking world beater. It was crazy. He was his knees at the middle, his kicks were nice. His combos he would end his combos with knees the whole time. It was doing wonders. But the judges didn't see it the way I saw it and the way most people saw it. So yeah, they gave Nathaniel Wood that one. I don't think he won at all. But I'm not a judge, so I guess my opinion doesn't matter. But anyway, on the next fight. This was also just a really good scrap. But honestly, it's really close. This might have been the fight of the night for me, honestly. It's either that one or it's either this one or Rebecca versus Ludovic Klein. We'll get to that later, but it's a really good fight. Honestly, yeah, go watch that back if you haven't. But yeah, on to the next one. Next fight up on the card in the heavyweight division, we had Valter Walker with another heel hook, fourth in a row, 4 heel hooks in a row against Louis Sutherland. Like, a lot of people, and honestly, in my opinion, this is a really impressive win because Louis Sutherland isn't that bad, honestly. He's actually a pretty decent prospect. And Valter Walker disposed of him in a minute. He did the same thing to Kennedy and Nzechukwu, who is also, I think he's even better than Louis Sutherland. Kennedy and Nzechukwu was one of my, he was one of the guys that I was really interested in this heavyweight division, and Valter Walker takes him out in, I'll go check actually. He took him out in less than a minute, 54 seconds. He was the fastest out of all of his last 4. He took him out faster than Dante Almeida. That might be actually bad as fuck. But, yeah, fucking really good shit from Valter Walker. It's some shit you've never seen, or I've never seen either. Like, it's just like, he's just making these fucking plotty heavyweights just look so fucking shit. Like, they have no idea what to do on the ground. He just get rolled up into a Bazooka Joe joint and just fucking absolutely fuck up and tear their heel. And like he I said this earlier, but he called the Hamdi Abdel Wahab. That's no, we're not doing that. You're getting Spivak or fucking who else? Tybura, maybe a Tuivasa when he comes back. But he did say he would want that fight like next month. So if he wants to stay that active and really wants that fight, be my guest, honestly. Because, but also, yeah, this is just, like, honestly, really good shit by Valter Walker. Like, and Tom Aspinall, one of his only losses is by heel hook, so this could be something. Could be something coming up in this heavyweight division. But honestly, about the heavyweight division, a lot of the guys coming up aren't that bad, honestly. Like, this Louis Sutherland guy, like, he might look like a jobber, like, oh, they signed him short notice, whatever, but he's actually pretty decent. And like he actually hit Valter Walker with some decent shit while the fight was still going. But Valter Walker's just too much for these heavyweights that don't have the smarts on the ground, I guess. And he actually looked really improved on the feet, like, because in the last fight versus Kennedy and Nzechukwu, he literally fucking ran at him like a zombie and then fucking tackled him. But he actually looked methodical in this one. He looked fucking technical. He was throwing some front kicks. Looked pretty decent on the feet, or he looked improved. So yeah, like I don't know, like it'll have to take like a heavyweight that actually has some sort of jiu-jitsu that's gonna be able to stop him. But even then, that's like he's tricky for a lot of these heavyweights that just aren't that talented, dude. And I even think he could beat some fucking higher ups. So yeah, there's some really good prospects in this division. Mario Pinto, him, who's the other one? Vitor Petrino's pretty decent, but I don't think he's going to go far. He lost to Anthony Smith. Fuck Anthony Smith. But yeah, really good fight by Valter Walker. Looked really good. Really good for this heavyweight division. Anyway, next fight. Next fight up on the card, Ludovic Klein versus Mateusz Rebecki. Like, honestly, like, this was fucking really good fight. And if Rebecki got up in the third round when he was ground and pounding him and actually really getting him, Ludovic Klein Rebecki would have won the fight. Ludovic Klein couldn't stand. He couldn't do anything. He had a broken leg the whole third round. And they showed video of when it happened. Both of Klein's and Rebecki's body weight all onto a bent ankle of Ludovic Klein. But in the first 2 rounds, he looked so fucking good, so clean, so slick. He was schooling Rebecki in the first 2 rounds. But then the third round, when Rebecki gets him down and he has a broken leg, he just rains elbows on him. And I scored that a 10-8. So this fight would be a draw. But I'm kind of happy they didn't because Ludovic Klein looked too good for it to be a draw. So it's nice they gave him the win off of the first 2 rounds. But and I had him by 3rd round TKO because I also just think Rebecki he has I think he has awful management. His management is just fucking awful. Like, he was in a fucking war where he in like the last like year, he's been in 2 other wars that give him life-altering fucking damage, and he got more life-altering damage in this fight. So I definitely think that he needs to take a fucking bit of a break. It really needs to take a break before his next fight because he cannot go back out there again. He only gotten his last fight before this where it was like a fight of the year contender. It was only like 12 weeks ago against Chris Duncan, and he took so much damage in that fight. But yeah, honestly, really impressive by Rebecki at the end to rally back like that. But also, he had a broken leg, so you got to take it with a grain of salt. But honestly, it was really impressive that even through all that damage, he's still there. But yeah, Ludovic Klein looked really fucking good, honestly. He was sitting with head kicks. He was waiting for Rebecki to come in, slip, and fucking hit him with a counter. It was really good. And when Ludovic Klein was matched up against Mateus Gamrot, I thought this is basically what he was going to do to him. Just make him look like a fool on the feet. But it didn't end up happening because Gamrot just had him on the grappling. Like, he had his number. And I honestly think Ludovic Klein's fucking takedown defense and grappling has improved heavily since then, honestly. So it's going to be really good what he can do in this division, honestly. I'm excited, honestly. Next fight on the card was Ikram versus the GOAT, the Iron fucking Turtle. Sad days. I mean, I'm happy the Iron Turtle again didn't get finished, but sad days. He looked like he was turning it on a little bit in the 3rd round because Ikram was kind of gassed. And honestly, like, this was not a good, like, fucking, this shouldn't be a win that fucking gets him like a top 10 guy. He definitely needs another one because he doesn't even, I don't know, he didn't really even look that good. Like, because, like, he probably, I don't know, he did win 30-27, but it was more like a lot of the rounds are kind of close, 30-27. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had some really good takedowns, honestly. But, like, other than that, it's kind of like a lot of nothingness. I don't know. Maybe I'm hating or some shit, but I don't know. Ikram's good. He needs to clean some things up. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Something, but I don't know. Maybe I'm mad because the Iron Turtle lost something. But yeah, I'm gassing, but he looked pretty good, honestly. But I don't think this is definitely not a fight where he gets like a fucking like a Jared Cannonier or like a Adesanya. Like he needs like 1 or 2 more, or like just maybe 1. I don't know. Because he like also he like not even too long ago he got slept by Whitaker, so there has to be some sort of like, you know, like redemption from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to see him fucking impress me more. You know. Maybe I'm hating, maybe I'm not. I don't know if you guys feel the same, but yeah, pretty much. Now this next fight, fuck, dude. This is like honestly, this is one of the KOs of the year, if not the KO of the year. And up until this fight, like, I picked Quillan Salkilld by decision, but yeah, I got the last 4 right. I picked Quillan, fucking Ikram, Ludovic Klein, and Valter Walker. So I'm 4-4. I went 4-4 on the prelims. I'm hella 50, but yeah, Quillan Salkilld fucking, oh my god, what a knockout. What a fucking knockout. Like, it was kind of like the Poirier-Gaethje 2 knockout where he fucking hit the high kick through the guard. But it just absolutely fucking slept Nasrat. And, like, I was never too high on Nasrat. I think a lot of his fights were fucking, honestly, robberies. So, but But it does take a really good fighter to be making it close with these level of guys, like Esteban Ribovic and shit, and Jared Gordon, I guess. But yeah, so honestly, it's really good and impressive win to do this to a guy like Nasrat for Quillan Salkilld. And a lot of people were saying, like, oh, yeah, their reasoning was like, oh, but look who he's doing it to, like Anshel Jubilee and Yanal Asmus. But, like, if he's, like, easily disposing of this guy, like, he's definitely capable. Like, and I didn't know Nasrat was Moroccan. I thought he was, like, fucking somewhere else, honestly. But yeah, this was just such a fucking clean head kick. And I almost missed it because someone called me, or someone was fucking FaceTiming me when this happened. So I had my fucking sound off, but I was still, like, watching, you know? And, bro, oh my god, I wish I fucking had the sound on so I could hear the crowd and shit, but I was fucking, I, like, interrupted the person I was talking to. I was fucking going crazy. Excuse me. But yeah, this really fucking good shit by Quillan Salkilld. About, what the fuck? Yeah, I've always, dude, my bad, someone keeps fucking, I had to stop my recording because someone keeps fucking yelling downstairs, but, yeah, really good shit, though, from, Quillan Salkilld, honestly. I think, not a big step up, because it's a good thing he's had two, like, highlight reel KOs in the first round, but I think, like, one more, and then he hits the rankings, you know? You gotta pace him, you can't rush it. And, yeah, really good shit from Quillan Salkilld. I'm really excited what he can do in this division, and he kind of looks like my brother. So, yeah, we fuck with that. So, next fight. Now on to the main card, and the fucking professional. We fuck with the professional over here. Got rid of this walk-off decision merchant, Rakic. I thought it was going to be close, closer than this, honestly. I thought Rakic was going to make it close, but honestly, Rakic needs to move up to heavyweight. This shit is not for him anymore. Down to heavyweight. Like, he's not doing anything here. There's no future for him at light heavyweight. It's like, at this point, either retire or go to heavyweight. Because, like, this, he got fucking disposed of. I knew this was going to happen the entire time. I think what did I predict? I had fucking Azamat, but I had him by second round. That's what I was saying. I thought it was gonna be more of a tit for tat battle, closer, but Azamat just fucking bombed him with one, put him down, and he was in a ball like Anthony Smith, and then fucking like one ground and pound shot. Like, but not much else you need to do. He's basically fucking out. But yeah, the professional gets it fucking done, dude. Like, I knew this was gonna happen the entire time. I never thought Rakic was that good. Does he have any top, like, what is his ranked win that's keeping him here? What is his ranked win? What is his last win? His last win is Thiago Santos in 2021. Dog, what? He has none of his wins are even still in the fucking UFC, dog. Except for Marcin Prachnio, but that's before the UFC. And I'm gonna say this, dude, like, if, like, Magomed, like, dude, you barely beat this guy? Like, Big Ank barely beat this guy. Like, Rakic would have beat Magomed Ankalaev if he was smart in the third round. I'm just gonna be dead ass. He would have beat Magomed Ankalaev, so low-key, how shit is Big Ank, dude? Like, like, you were fucking two Rakic fucking thoughts in his head away from losing to him, so, yeah, I don't know. That's a bad look on Big Ank, dude. That's the win that got you a title fight. Yikes. Next fight on the card was, oh yeah, we love this one, Volkov versus Almeida. fuck you if you fucking want Jailton Almeida to win this. I don't care if he fucking should have won this by how fucking shit goes before. Like some fucking Dagestani fucking shit. Like, because if he was Dagestani, he would have won this shit, but he dead ass did fucking nothing, dude. He was laying on his gut. He was just he was holding Volkov's head and like fucking had him in missionary the entire time. But Volkov was landing from the bottom, and when they were on the feet, Volkov was getting the better of him in this fight. I had it 2-1 Volkov, and I'm so happy the judges didn't fuck this up, dude. Because the only thing that was in the back of my mind the entire time was the judges are going to give this to Almeida. Because if I'm going to be honest, it looked like Almeida he had 11 minutes of control. So, like, I don't know. Volkov clearly won the first round, though. That's for sure. But the third round was the one up for grabs. But Volkov was landing from the bottom. If you look at the numbers, he was fucking out of the water. But this is a combat sport. You have to do some sort of fucking damage. And damage wins fights. So, laying on him the whole time. I thought Jailton Almeida fucking turned a page in his life and wasn't like this anymore. I thought Curtis Blades taught him a lesson. But who knew when he gets matched up with good opposition, he will just try to lay and pray. Because versus Spivak, I was like, oh, this guy's actually kind of nice. Like, he was fucking hitting him up. He was hitting him on the feet with his Muay Thai shorts. Fucking, he was actually doing shit on the ground. He finished him on the ground with ground and pound. But when he faces guys like Derek Lewis, Volkov, Blades, like, he just does this. He just does this and does nothing. Because if he even landed any ground and pound in the third round, he would have won this fight. But he was just so content with doing nothing. And, like, he could be so fucking good. Like, this guy could be such a good fucking prospect in this division. But he doesn't do anything. He doesn't do damage. Like, against these high-level guys, he's not doing anything. Against the higher-level heavyweights, he's not, like, he doesn't take any sort of chances. He just lays there in fucking control time and sees nothing wrong with that. Like, it would have been so much better for the division if Jailton Almeida won this. Because, like, that's a new matchup for Tom Aspinall, but I'm very fucking happy that Volkov won this. He got robbed in his last fight by Gane. Fucking Volkov should have been fighting in this main event, but no, we had to have Gane ruin the main event. Again, ruins everything. We'll get onto that later, but yeah, I'm very happy about this outcome. You know, like, I'm happy that they scored it based on damage for once and not doing nothing for 15 minutes. Yeah, happy for Volkov, so happy, but Almeida needs to get back in the lab, dude. Because he could be so good, but he doesn't. It's either he's not smart or he's just scared. And either one, he needs to fix that. But I don't know if you can make yourself fucking smarter. I mean, you definitely can, actually, but... Because, bro, look at Brendan Allen. Fought like a fucking smart guy. Made himself not retarded anymore, so maybe you work with Brendan Allen and get your shit right, Jailton. Terrorist of the sport. Okay, next fight. Next fight on the card, Umar versus Mario Bautista. I had this 29-28. I don't understand why, for this specific guy, getting knocked down doesn't matter for him, you know? Like, I'm not saying this is robbery or anything. I'm just saying I don't think 30-27 is fucking right at all. I think it was 29-28. Mario Bautista won that second round with that knockdown. Kneed him in the face and Umar didn't do anything on the ground in that round. Like, what was like what prefaced this? Because you can still win a round when you're knocked down. You just have to be dominant the rest of the round. And what dominance did Umar really have in that second round? I don't know. But it was really, overall, it was a really dominant fight. He kept taking, the first round dominant, not really, actually. The first round wasn't even really that dominant. He almost got submitted by a toe hold, I'm pretty sure. And it was I thought he was honestly going to get submitted by, I thought Mario Bautista was about to make some fucking crazy ass statement, sub fucking number 2 contender Nurmagomedov in the fucking first round. Like, that shit would have been so fucking sick. That would have been an immediate title shot for him. But honestly, like, I don't really even mind Mario Bautista anymore. He's not even that bad, honestly. Like, he had a really good showing, honestly, for this type of opponent. But also, the elephant in the room, I don't think Umar gets a fucking title shot off of this shit. That's retarded. That's stupid as fuck. We're acting like he's a former champion. He could just get right back in there off of one loss. Get the fuck out of here. Win fucking 2 or 3 in a row. But I'm not bashing him. I'm bashing people that, because a lot of people are fucking trying to set him up for that. And he says, like, he'd be down to take one more against, like, fucking Yadong, Figgy, Zahabi. Like, I like that. I like that mindset, because he probably doesn't even feel like he did enough to pose a real threat. Because I still think, because nothing in this fight showed me that he can do better against Merab in the next fight. Honestly, nothing. Not one thing in this fight fucking showed me that. I mean, that might be gassing it, because, like, he did look really good in this fight, and his takedowns are on fucking point. But, like, in the post-fight interview, he was like, after 3 rounds, he had no breath. He was fucking deep breathing on the mic, fucking moaned on the mic. Like, Merab is seeing that and is fucking chuckling. Merab can go to he can go 3 rounds times fucking 10, dude. Merab's just like, it's a different thing. There needs to be a high standard for his opponents now. Like, Peter Yan had to go on a 3-fight win streak against fucking up-and-coming killers to get another title shot. And he went 5 rounds with Merab, injured, but still got 50-45, so there has to be a standard. He had to go on that run to get back to this title. So Umar has to go on a little streak. Not even fucking 3, just 1 more after this. There's 1 more after this and convincing win, like, against Figgy or some shit. That's, because, like, because Umar, like, another top 5 win would, yeah, you're right there. And also, I would want to see, like, because I don't think Peter Yan's going to beat Merab whatsoever. I'd want to see I'd want to see Peter Yan versus Umar, like, after the December pay-per-view, like, fucking sometime in the next year. Like, that would be sick, because Umar's, he's not going to be in a rush to fight again. Let's just be real. He's not going to be in a rush to, it's going to be like a 2-time a year when they're in Abu Dhabi type of thing. Or, like, or a card that Makhachev's on. But yeah, like, I'd really, really, really want to see Peter Yan versus Umar, like a 5-round co-main maybe on a pay-per-view if they don't have title fights. Like, that would be so fucking sick to see. Right now, I'd probably favor Peter Yan to win that. Honestly, I've always favored Peter Yan versus Umar, because I feel like Umar leaves himself way too open on the feet, and Peter Yan is a surgical killer on the feet. He will get you. But Merab was fucking rocking this dude around in the 5th round, and we know Merab's gotten a lot better on the feet. He's fucking improved a lot. But yeah, and Mario Bautista, and he's fucking kneeing you in the face. Yeah, I think Peter Yan can fucking get you. But no, really good honestly, a really good fucking showing from Umar against a guy like Mario Bautista, 9-fight win streak. Fucking shuts him out in the 1st and 3rd. But I really do think he lost the 2nd round, honestly. But that doesn't matter. He obviously won the 1st and 3rd. Good win from Umar. Just one more, maybe 2 if the next one isn't that impressive to get a title shot. Because there has to be some sort of standard for these title shots. Because who knows? Fucking in that time, Song Yadong could fucking come up and beat, like, O'Malley. Fucking, he gets a title shot because he's barely lost. He hasn't fought Merab, and I'd want that over fucking Umar right now, because he has more ranked wins. than Umar. Umar only has 2 ranked wins, bro. Like, we gotta... I don't even know how he got into the rankings, if we're being honest. Like he was, like, number 11 when he fought Howney Barcelos. I don't know how that even happened, but maybe it's, like, some Paddy Pimblett effect. Who knows? But, yeah, no, that's it for that fight. Really good one from Umar. And honestly, a really good showing from Mario Bautista. He... Honestly, like, he's not even boring. I don't hate him anymore. Honestly, he looked really good in that fight. Next fight, anyway. Next fight on the card was, yes, sir. My bitch, Mackenzie Dern, gets the title over Max Holloway. And, yeah, me and my girl put in some work in this camp. I've been getting her ready, putting her in a few grappling positions, getting her ready for some things that Virna might pull out, Fuck, I had me and Mackenzie were in the lab, late night, all night, Maybe I sound like a pervert, but anyway, my bad. Yeah, Mackenzie Dern wins this. I had it 4-1. 3-2, not 3-2 actually. I had it 2-2 going into the fifth. But yeah, no, Mackenzie Dern won this convincingly, and I know the UFC is thanking the fucking Lord this was the outcome, because I honestly think there wouldn't be a strawweight division in the next year if Jandiroba won, but they got what they needed, and they got what's right for this sport, and they got my girl the fucking belt. I don't know what else to say, honestly. What else really happened? It wasn't even that bad of a fight, honestly. It was a really good fight. It was actually kind of a scrap at times. Like women's strawweights get down, honestly. Like out of all the women's divisions, women's strawweight actually has some scraps. They actually get scrappy, and that's kind of crazy. Mackenzie Dern's beat Vanna twice. Wow. I picked Vanna to win this on picks. I'm on the main card. I went 4-4 on the prelims, and on the main card I went 2-3. We'll get to the next one. But yeah, I got the Umar pick right. I picked him by decision. And I got the Azamat pick right. I picked him by a second-round knockout, but it was a first-round knockout. But the other ones I picked Jelton by decision, and I picked Virna by decision. And, yeah, they didn't get it done. Virna, she doesn't do enough, Like, she gets on top and there's no ground and pound. But Mackenzie Dern is swinging. She's actually trying to do damage out there. And it's like we learned this in the Jelton Almeida fight. You need to do damage, dude. It's damage-based scoring. You're not going to get fucking rounds by doing nothing. Virna, looked decent on the feet, honestly. She looked kind of good on the feet, but, when she got Mackenzie down, she just wasn't doing anything. With her control, it was just, she wasn't ground and pounding. She wasn't going for submission. There was 0 submission attempts. And, Mackenzie, when she got on top, she was going for submissions. I'm capping. There was 0 submission attempts, but she was actually going for ground and pound. She was doing good ground and pound. It was working. It was working, Jandiroba. But yeah, I had this 3-2, maybe even a 4-1. But yeah, really good fight from Mackenzie Dern. I don't know who she fights next. Maybe if Zhang Weili loses to Shevchenko, which I don't think she will. I think fucking Zhang Weili's getting that done for the guys back home. But yeah, who's even the next strawweight contender? Honestly, do Tatiana Suarez versus Mackenzie Dern next? I guess. But yeah, good fight by Mackenzie Dern. It was actually a really good fight for women's MMA. And yeah, next fight. Main event. Tom Aspinall versus Ciryl Gane. What a disappointment this was. Ciryl Gane ruins another main event by cheating. Not he didn't cheat. I mean, he does cheat in a lot of main events. He fucking most of his finishes are by back of the head shots, and yeah. But the other main event he ruined is when he's the one when he quit versus John Jones and let him submit him on the ground with no resistance. But no one cares about that. But Tom Aspinall quit because he got knuckle deep. Cyril Gane put his fucking hands knuckle deep into his eye sockets. Yeah, he quit, bro. He quit, man. But anyway, yeah, this no contest fight due to eye pokes. Tom Aspinall couldn't see after getting his eyeball raked by a fucking Frenchman's fucking mitt. But, like, to the fight that did happen, the 4 minutes and 35 seconds of it, Cyril Gane I definitely had Cyril Gane winning that so far. But let's not act like it was fucking outrageous. Let's not act like it was a domination and then an eye poke happened and Tom Aspinall took a way out. People are acting like this was fucking... People are acting like this was Ludovic Klein versus Rebecca in round 1. Just making him stumble across the fucking octagon, making him miss, making him swing and mitt. Like, dude, this was not... It was a tit-for-tat battle, and Cyril Gane was getting more of the tat. Tom Aspinall was in that the whole entire time, and prior to the eye poke was just building into the fight, getting his rhythm, and he was going to win that, I guarantee you. Cyril Gane is a tricky customer. It's always going to be a little difficult to find it. When you're trying to get him, when you're trying to duel with him on the feet, it's always going to be difficult. If you go and take him down, and Tom Aspinall was going to take him down, but on every entry there was fingers coming out his eyes. So you can't really do much about that. You can't. Good defense by Gane. You know, you fucking stabbing people in the eyes is always gonna work. But, like, my God, this actually pissed me off so much because it was going to be such a good fight. Because I've also been waiting for a guy that can actually fucking hang with Tom Aspinall, and this seemed like a guy who can hang with Tom Aspinall because he was winning the fight. But he goes and ruins it by fucking poking him in the eyes. And they're going to rebook this. I know they're going to rebook this. And I still stand the same on who I think is going to win. But, yeah, I had Tom Aspinall my first round knockout, and he got eye poked 4 minutes and 35 seconds into the first. So, I don't know. I've already made a whole video on this, fucking talking about it, and talking about how he's getting disrespected constantly by these fans and by the UFC. Acting like he's a quitter. They're acting like he's Anthony Smith, but they love Anthony Smith though. They fucking love Anthony. I can't keep yapping about this, dude. But yeah, really good card. Just awful ending. A really anticlimactic ending and left a sour taste in my mouth. I was fucking pissed. Because I had to go the rest of my day. It was like midday when it ended, and I had to go the rest of my day fucking with this. And I had to deal with fucking people on Twitter and fucking Instagram talking about the fucking, now we know what happened with Jones. No, we don't. Tom Aspinall would still fucking chin him, and we know that. But we're never going to see that because him and fucking Alex Pereira think they're too good for this fight now because he's a quote-unquote quitter because he got his eyes gouged out by a fucking, I don't even know. But yeah, I don't really have much else to say. Great card, shit ending. Aspinall's sleeping him in the fucking rematch. I don't care. He had ring rust. He hasn't been in the ring in the octagon in fucking like over a year, maybe close to 2. And it's just like, I don't know what they expect. Great card. Shit ending. I'll see you guys. It was Snoop MMA here. See you guys. What's up, guys? Yeah, this is that end of my video. It's my first really actual video I actually make. First recap of an event. And I'll do more videos. Just give constructive criticism in the comments, you know. because, you know, it's my first time doing this shit. I don't really know what I'm doing. I fucking probably sound like an idiot. So just, you know, tell me what you want to see. Tell me, you know, just let me know. See you guys.